Hi, friends, and a very pleasant good evening as we come to you tonight from Helling Stadium in Ellwood City, where tonight our Ellwood City Wolverines are hosting the Freedom Bulldogs. Beautiful night for football, a little later in the year, so we don't have to worry about that sun glare tonight. And there was a chance of rain, but I don't think the rain's going to affect the game at all. Thad Sturgeon alongside Brad Windhorst. Good to see you, Brad. A great week in Ellwood City sports. Wrapping it up here tonight with our game against Freedom.
Yep. Just to fill in, a lot of times they do the coin toss early. They did it before they went off the field for 15 minutes and did pregame. Ellwood City won. Ellwood City won the coin toss and will defer to the second half, so Freedom will be receiving the ball. As Thad Sturgeon said, tonight is Ellwood City and Freedom. Freedom comes into play 2-4. 1-2 with victories against
Quaker Valley, non-conference, and Riverside.
Whereas
they got thumped pretty good last week by a very good Laurel team, 48-0. Laurel is the real deal.
Yes, they are. And talking about those Laurel Spartans, we have the standings in the MAC conference. Laurel Spartans have kind of pulled away from everybody else at the top of the list. They're 6-0, 3-0 in conference play. Mohawk. Another story.
Surprise.
Laurel's a story.
We can talk about that as the game goes on because they're playing some pretty good ball.
Yep. And then you follow down through the list, Neshannock, Beaver Falls, and that Freedom Bulldogs. Listen, this is a big game for them because they're going to look to bounce back into playoff contention.
Yep. Remember, top 5 teams are going to go from the MAC to the playoffs. Freedom, these conference games are really good. Student coming up on kickoff. We'll talk about the Freedom offense. They are going to have the ball first. They're under head coach John Rosa. A whole bunch of assistants on there. Zach Rosa, Matt Motts, Tim Morgan, Ron Corder, Buzzy Tatko, Rick Boyd.
And from what we've heard all week, they love to pass.
We'll see a lot of passing here tonight. Taken by one of the up men there at the 35-yard line. Hit with authority. Got a 5-yard retain. Carter Lutz in there. And senior Gatto, I believe that was number 30 on the return.
43.
43?
Yep. 43.
Ryan Cradle. Freedom coming in, and like I said, their quarterback is Carter Slawinski. He's thrown for 116 times, completed 62 of them, so just about 50%. 7 interceptions, but 8 touchdowns. He's going to go to probably one of his favorite receivers, Josh Yeck, who has 27 receptions.
Wow.
Second in the WPIAL 2A so far this year. Had a stoppage of play. I think it was a uniform issue.
Something with Zach Gatto's
I think they're just making
cleat.
sure that a lot of pink here tonight.
Yep.
And it's cheer night. We'll be talking about that more. There's a handoff up the right side. Finds the hole. It's number 21. Joshua Pale. Gatto and O'Brien in on the stop. Freedom, I've watched a couple of their games, Brad, and I'm a fan of the calling the plays in from the side. They'll get in there, they'll get set, and quickly snap the ball. Start out the pass here on the second down. Ball was, I think, deflected, and then give credit to number 13, freshman Caden Daccio with the coverage. Ball falls incomplete, going to bring up a 3rd down and 6. You're going to find here tonight, folks, Freedom moves. There's not much.
No, there's not.
They do not look at the play clock. They get to the line. They call their play. 3 wideouts to the left. Shotgun formation. Back to pass, number 10. They're ready. Rolls out to his left further. Looking down the field. He's got room to run. He's going to get the first down. Reaches out. Nice play there. Driven out of bounds. I see McClymonds over there and Mariocker pushing him out of bounds, but not after about a 8-yard gain.
Yep.
That's enough for a first down.
To, I believe, the 50 on the dot.
Yep, right at midfield. Slawinski, the quarterback, with the run. Quick play again there. 21 with the ball this time. Tries to hurdle. Got a flag on the play. No gain up in there. Slow things up with Zach Gatto, along with number 87, Aaron Hobel. We'll wait to see what the flag is. I missed that. Brad, was that holding?
I think it was holding against
it's in the process,
Bulldogs.
And the way they're walking back, about 10 yards. So first penalty of the game comes to the Freedom Bulldogs offense. It was a hold. Ball taken back to the 41-yard line. This is going to sound really silly to say on a game last week that the Wolverines got beat up pretty bad. But the defense did pretty well.
They looked pretty darn good.
They had some short fields they had to defend.
Yep.
They had some 3-and-outs. And I think that's what they're going to need to do tonight is keep the field long for Freedom. They're not afraid to pass the ball, and let's hope to get some pressure on Slawinski. Shuffle pass there, and that's what you got to do right there, folks.
That will go down as a pass.
That is a pass.
Number 21.
Maybe picked up 1 yard was Joshua Pale, the senior wide receiver, running back, in for the tackle.
Gatto.
O'Brien and Gatto. So they're making their presence known early on in this game from the defense side. Not playing tonight is senior Donovan Stifler. Not really sure why.
Unfortunately, concussion-like protocol.
Stuff. So
Slawinski
on the keeper. Looks to do the option. Tries to do it out there. Ball's on it. Oh, he picked it
He
up.
did pick it up.
The
so
ball
Joshua
actually
Pale.
bounced to Pale, but great pursuit there on that right side of the Wolverines. I see O'Brien getting up there. Was in there. So a great play defensively. Bring up a 3rd and 20. You love to see these 3rd and longs.
Heck yeah.
This is actually one of that 10-yard penalty on first down, and they got nothing on the next 2 plays. Slawinski back to pass, rolls to the right this time, looks down the field, throws it out there, a little bit high. Oh, that was a good catch.
Yeah, that was a good catch, but he is short.
Credit number 24, Josh Yak. You can see why he's getting 27 receptions coming into this game. A great way to get a foot down. I tell you what, he is about a quarter yard short. No, I'm sorry.
He got half.
He got back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yep.
And needed 20, only got 10. Punt formation now for Freedom. Fast moving first 2.5, 3 minutes here, showing how fast Freedom can move the ball. But the defense maybe bent a little bit, but did not break.
Exactly.
Capitalized on mistakes. They got a penalty and kept them to that. Little low snap there to the punter. Driving kick to Gatto down there, takes it about the 16-yard line, makes the first man miss, dances his way around.
Nice, good return.
Rolls his way forward for about 4 or 5 yards. And I tell you what, Brad, we've been doing this for 5 years. Anymore, I'm just happy when a receiver catches the ball.
Yep, 100%.
Because if that ball bounces, it's rolling for another 10, 15 yards.
Exactly.
And the Wolverines are starting in the shadows of a dark goalpost.
Yep.
Looks like 5 and 13 on that stop.
Okay. So, Wolverines coming out. Nick Magnifico at the helm as quarterback. Don't pass a lot, but he's 16 for 35 on the year. Leading rusher is Zach Gatto. 39 carries so far this year for an average of 3.6 yards per carry. There's a handoff there to Gatto up the right side. Not much running room there at all. Bottled up pretty quickly by a host of Freedom Bulldogs. I think number 52 was in there possibly.
Yep.
Landon Millward, he's an offensive lineman, 5'10", 195 pounds. We'll get the starting line for the Wolverines out to you here once we get that scene, because as we said, Donovan Stifler, who's usually starting at center, correct, Brad?
Yep.
And who's in there at center right now? I can't make out that
number. Right.
So Magnifico under center, goes back, hands off to Gatto, up the right side, makes the man miss, falls his way forward for about 3 yards up to the 25-yard line. Was Gatto with the carry, his second carry of the night. Cooper Young, number 5,
number 5
on the tackle. Just a ninth grader, line 6 foot, 160 pounds. So on a 3rd and 7, Wolverines really need to get something done here on 3rd downs to stay competitive in this game tonight. There's Magnifico, a little misdirection there, under pressure, got out
here
there
we go.
by Hobo,
First down.
makes the corner, he's
and
at
more.
the 38-yard line. Great play there. I tell you what, I think there was some misdirection in the backfield.
Yes, there was.
And Magnifico had the presence of mind to keep rolling out. Hobo stayed with his route.
Yep.
That was the key. He stayed with his route, Brad, and gets up there for Ellwood City's first down of the game. And
15-yard gain, too.
The 15-yard gain, Magnifico to Hobo, ball on the 40-yard line. And we think back to recent weeks, Brad. We were into the second quarter.
until we
before
had
we
that
talked
first
about
down.
that first down.
Yep.
So encouraging.
And give credit to Magnifico because he was under pressure on that
He
one.
was under pressure. There's the handoff. Oh, it kind of slipped. Looked like the jet sweep they run all the time. He tried to slip it into
Zach Gatto's hands.
Gatto's hand, and that play really didn't get a chance
Not
to develop.
very far.
Picked up about a yard on the play. So, and the Wolverines aren't wasting any time either tonight, Brad. I don't know if you noticed that either.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, this is a really fast-moving quarter
and I think
for what
that's
it's
a
worth.
good thing. Number 55 or 54 in there at center is Ryder Grinnan, 10th grader, starting at center tonight. Sends a man in motion. Mariacker rolls out the pass, dumps it out there to Gatto. Oh, hit immediately.
21.
Good grief. Joshua Pale read that like a kindergarten book as he went out there. As Gatto had a step, but Pale really didn't give a chance to get anywhere. Gained about a yard on the play. Completed pass, but really not much gain on the play.
And speaking of Ryder Grinnan at center, if you guys recall, that name, that has some really good meaning here for Ellwood City.
Yes, it does.
We'll leave it at that. But
Yep.
Grinnan at center, that's an
Think of
awesome
think of
feeling.
The Grinnan family.
Yep,
Every time you walk in this stadium.
100%.
Magnifico on this 3rd and 8. They've converted 1-for-1 tonight on 3rd downs. He stepped over lines. That was good. Number 23 for Freedom. Got a little antsy there. Cullen Walton wanting to show the blitz, and he came into the neutral zone. And that is big on a 3rd and 8.
Yep.
Now all of a sudden you're down to
Third
a
and
3rd and 3, a very manageable 3rd and 3. Carter Lutz checking out. Carter, a senior, broke his hand, getting a lot of play. Still got back in the lineup. Got a pretty big size glove there on his hand, but a contributor in every game on this 3rd and 3. Gatto in the backfield, one wide out to the right, slot man right, man to the left. Hobel comes in motion, going to find a block. Out goes Magnifico. Oh, we got a flag, but Magnifico tackled for a huge loss.
I think you're going to see a holding against Wolverines.
That was
So
just trying to save Magnifico's life. Was that 24 back there?
I believe so. 21.
21. Joshua Pale once
again
again making his presence known, but
21 and 44.
21. I'm sorry.
So 21
Joshua
and 44.
Pale.
Yep.
Joshua Pale was in there, and Damian
Let's see here. Damian Grunagel.
But huge loss on the play on that 3rd down ball, all the way back to the 30-yard line. Going to bring up about a 4th and 20. So some positive yards there for the Wolverines, and then kind of went backwards. And that's the second time tonight, Brad, that we've kind of seen Gatto and Magnifico run into each other.
Yeah, a little bit off here. Kind of off the clock, not sure what's going on there.
Nice snap. Kick. Hit there. Takes an Ellwood City bounce down to about the 48-yard line. So about a 18-yard punt. So Freedom's going to take over. Pretty nice field position from the Wolverines' 47-yard line. I did not get the officials tonight. If we get them, we'll say that. But it is PIAA Official Appreciation Week. We do appreciate the officials for all sports and the time that they put in to help make these games happen. Okay.
Yep, we'll get them at halftime.
Yep. There's a pass quick out there to number 24. Makes a man miss. Follows his way forward. Going to pick up about 11 on the play was number 24, Josh Yeck. And Gatto with the stop. Up to the line quickly. I think we had a timeout for Ellwood City, and I think they're glad they did. There might have been 12 men on the field. So Ellwood City takes their first timeout of the contest, 4:31 remaining. Of course, folks, we want to give a shout out. This year, the football boosters have asked some businesses to help donate things, and we have the Champions Club, Touchdown Club, and Field Goal Club. And in the Champions Club, we have Dave's Hometown Shop and Save, Mata Heating and Cooling, Ellwood City Transit and Zona Tours, Mary Jo's Catering, Joey's Place, and in memory of Dooney Petricola. The Touchdown Club, D4 Properties, the T-Box, the Color Center, Signs by Sam, Venezi Sporting Goods, and of course the Field Goal Club, Pangonis Chiropractic Center, Spokane Orthodontics, Mo Bros, Teolis Funeral Home, and Toman Funeral Home. They'll be the last to let you down. We certainly do appreciate the sponsors who've donated to the boosters. So many of these booster organizations, last year was a tough year to make any money. And
the last to let you down.
I've done that for like 3 years, and you finally
I just
get it.
now heard
you
it.
just now get it.
Oh, man.
If you ever talk
The
about a
last to
funeral
let
home,
you down.
the funeral home will be the last to let you down. Don't deny it. They will not let you down. They will be the last to anyway. Okay. I've done it every time. There's a handoff around the left side. It's number 21, Pale, and he's taken down, but not after about an 8-yard gain.
Yep, 8-yard gain down to about the 33, that far side. Yeah, the numbers were turned sideways there, unfortunately.
So back up to the line quickly. I mean, they're getting back up there, and they don't even start the game clock yet on this 2nd and 3. Back is Slowinski on the keeper. Rolls out the right side. He got a man down there. He got a man beat. Underthrown, but a great catch.
Yep.
What a catch. Good grief. Cody Patterson, he had Mariacker beat. The ball was a little bit underthrown. Mariacker made up the ground, but Patterson adjusted to that ball in the air, made a catch. That ball was from the 34 all the way down to about the 15-yard line. Pick up a 14. Quick handoff there to Pale up the middle. Had a seam. Give Caden McClymonds credit for getting in there and holding the ankles, but not after about a 4-yard gain. 2nd down forthcoming from about the 11-yard line. Freedom. You might as well call this a hurry-up offense because they are just set and ready to go. Hand off to Pale this time. He dances, makes misdirection, takes it down. He's going to have enough for the first down inside the 5-yard line. 1st and goal for Freedom. And look at that. That line is already in place. The officials barely got the ball set. Trying to get the big package in there. Now 72, Big Ben Bobbert coming in. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff this time. Different numbers at 44.
Yes, that's going to be the fullback.
Damian Grunigal. He's 6'1", 190 pounds. He's a tall 6'1".
Big boy.
Bobbert on the tackle. 2nd and goal from the 2. Slowinski in a shotgun. Mishandles it, but he gets it back up, drives his way, and he's going to be into the end zone for the Freedom touchdown. Nice heads-up play by quarterback Slowinski. The ball came back at his feet, picked it up. That play was not designed that way, but he made the best of a bad thing and found himself in the end zone to celebrate a touchdown. 6 points, 2:33 here in the first quarter. Extra point forthcoming. Here's the snap held by number 5. Kick is up, and it is good.
By
that
number
makes the
18.
Score 7-0. Number 18, the kicker, Nathan DiNardo. Also does duties as a tight end. So that drive started on the 47-yard line of Ellwood City, 53 yards. A nice, that time, mix of run and pass, but 2 big pass plays.
Yep.
You had a 14-yard pass play, I think a 17-yard pass play that gets that ball down the field.
And that 17-yard pass play, I mean, Hobel was there, unfortunately, because he's running back. The wide receiver looks back and
the wide receiver looked
readjusted.
back for the ball, readjusted to it. Slowinski, not much. We're not seeing much passing from the pocket. He's rolling out to the left, rolling out to the right, letting them wide receivers get down the field.
I was just going to say, it does 2 things. It gets the wide receivers down the field, and then I know what you were going to say next is it gets them out of the pocket, gets away from all that trouble.
Right.
You get him out, and you never know. He could run.
He could run, and we did there in the first down on the
exactly.
one play. you start to figure out now watching this offense in just 2 series why their lead wide receiver, Yek, is averaging 16.7 yards
He can
a
make
reception.
catches.
He's probably got about 30 receptions on the year so far. And as I said, he came in tonight number 2 in WPIL 2A, not MAC, all the 2A in leading receptions. Not a big running team, numbers-wise, is Freedom, but squib kick, and it's going to be taken by O'Brien. He falls on it, thank goodness. Wow. Took a funny bounce when he first went and get it. He falls on the ball at about the 26-yard line. We'll call it the 25-yard line. Going out there on the line for the Wolverines is number 54, Ryder Grinnan, as we said, filling in tonight. Number 55, freshman Maddox Singer. Number 63 is Anthony Baird. Number 72, Big Ben Bobbert. And number 73, freshman Evan Twiddell. 3 freshmen on the line right now for the Wolverines. Magnifico under center, I formation. Quick handoff there, come around to that left side, made something out of nothing.
I want to say it was number 7. Yep,
Yeah,
Caden McClymons.
Caden McClymons with the carry, picks up about 2, brought down by several Freedom Bulldogs. That big number 65 in there, how big's that kid? Jake Hilberry. I don't think that's, 6 foot 235, freshman, if I read the number right. So, one wide out to the left, one to the right, I formation once again on this 2nd down and 8. Hand off to Gatto. Hit with authority.
Man.
Good grief.
Number 30.
There was about 2 people there to hit him.
And
number 30.
Number 20 and number 44.
Number 20 was there to hit him. Wow. Matt Schulteis. And number 44, Damian Grunigal. We've mentioned his names a couple times tonight. So, really no gain on the play ball on a 28-yard line. Minute and a half remaining here in this first quarter. Rolling clock for Wolverines on 3rd down. They're 1 for 2 on 3rd down so far tonight. Magnifico under center. Showing blitz. They jumped. They jumped again.
They did.
Nice job by Magnifico. That's the 2nd time we've seen that happen on 3rd down is Freedom jumping into that neutral zone. So going to mark off, 5 yards. So that brings us down to that more manageable 3rd and 3. Freshman Dante Pierce checking into the game. Out comes Carter Lutz. 7-0 here, minute 10 remaining. And now they changed some plays again. Carter Lutz back in. Dante Pierce coming out. So about 10 seconds left on the play clock. They'll have enough time. Magnifico under center. Back to pass. Throws it out there. Nice catch by Mariocker.
And first down.
The forward progress is going to be enough for the first down.
Awesome.
Number 10, close quickly, Carter Slawinski, but not soon enough for Mariocker. That's his 2nd catch of the night. Going to bring up a 1st and 10. And I like that. Them quick throws out there, and, you start doing that a little bit more, and then all of a sudden they have to respect that, does Freedom. And then now you can maybe go to the middle of the field, maybe go down the field. The key for all that to happen is Magnifico to have time.
And I was just going to say, we've seen play action. That worked the first time, but since then there's been pressure.
Just not at any time. 1st and 10 here, Magnifico under center. He's back to pass again, rolls out to his right, got a little bit of time. Misfire there. Threw it too low for Caden McClymons. So that is incomplete pass, stops the clock. 12 seconds remaining in this first fast-moving first quarter.
If you're joining us, you can listen to us to YouTube and our live stream, www.ecwolverines.com, as well as
WXED 107.3, Ellwood City, the Moose. Thank you for listening tonight. Beautiful night. Lots of football left. If you're close by, stop out. Concession stands got great food. We're good to go. Magnifico on this 2nd and 10. Gets the ball. Hands it off to Gatto. Gobbled up there and spun down like a top.
Number 23.
Number 23 hit him immediately in the backfield. Colin Walton. And Zach had no chance. no chance. Loss of 3 on the play. And, folks, that's going to be the end. Final play of the first quarter. Fast moving. It is 7-0 Freedom. We're going to take a quick timeout. Welcome back, folks, as we start this second quarter. Wolverines on a 3rd and 10. 2 for 3 on third downs, correct, Brad? We'll have all the halftime stats for you, but we got a whole other quarter of play. Magnifico in a shotgun. A little different formation this time. Heavy to the right. Oh, Carter nailed. Thrown out there, hit by Gatto. Howie held on to it, but for really no gain. Number 21 in there, Joshua Pale, hit him immediately. A different formation we haven't really seen, but once again, Magnifico just has no time.
Nope.
No time at all. No gain on that completed pass. So punt formation now for the Wolverines. Back to receive is number 21, Pale, and number 7, Cody Patterson. Kicking is, there's high and never kick. Better punt this time. And caught there right out of bounds at about the 38-yard line. So 15 plus 12. That's about a 27-yard kick that time. But that wasn't Magnifico that kicked, was it?
No, it was.
It was? Okay.
Yep, it was.
I misread the number. So, Freedom on their, third possession here tonight. Scored on their last possession. Takes over from their own 38-yard line. It's about the only time you see these guys huddle is when they start a drive. So, Slowinski at quarterback. Back to pass. Rolls out to his right this time. Looking down the field. He's got time. Makes a man miss. Catches the ball. Was Pale at 21. Nifty move there. Up the sidelines he goes. They got to get him out of bounds. They finally do. All the way down at the 31-yard line. O'Brien down there to finally make the stop. Huge pickup on that play of about no, I'm sorry. They do say he stepped out of bounds at the 40-yard line, but either way, that's about an 18-yard pickup once again for Freedom. First down. Moving the ball, handoff there to number 44. Up the middle he goes. Driving forward for about 10 yards was number 44, Damian Grunigal. I think I
fullback
pronounced his name. Grunigal, yes. I've had some friends from Freedom texting, and they're letting me know when I mess up the name, so I appreciate that. We love constructive criticism. 1st and 10. There's a handoff to Pale, and gets hit up that time. O'Brien throws him down, and I believe Gatto was in there too. So, that time they had things bottled up for Pale. We're not seeing them run straight up the gut. We did last play, did Freedom. It's more off to the right side, more on the sweep side of things, using Pale's speed. But that time, the Wolverines defense was able to stop him for no gain.
We're going to need multiple waters for you tonight.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
Going back, going deep, going for it all. Slowinski down there. Oh, nice defense. Nice defense there by number 6, Gavin Partridge, freshman, hung with him. The intended receiver was, I missed that, I beg your 24. Once again, Josh Yak. And he put an asterisk beside that one. That one
Yes.
saved a touchdown by Gavin Partridge. 3rd and 10. Big third down here. Wolverines need to stop. Slawinski rolling to his left this time. Surveys. He's got time. He drops it and runs. Throws it out there just over the head of intended receiver number 7. And if you're an Ellwood City fan, you're glad that ball was thrown overhead because he had about 25 yards of green grass in front of him. But credit Slawinski. He's not afraid to throw on the run.
He's not, no. That may have contributed why the throw was a little bit over the head because you're not set on your feet. But still,
for sure.
We're watching kind of like a Russell Wilson kind of esque out of the pocket, left, right.
After last night, I'm not sure if you say that.
Yeah.
So we don't encourage.
That's true.
A timeout.
It looks like I want to say Freedom.
Yep, I think Freedom. Yes,
Yep.
Freedom calls their first timeout with 10:01 remaining. Hey, folks, every game they have a game ball sponsored by one of our alumni. And tonight's game ball is sponsored by Travis Lacasano. Travis, pretty good ball player back in the day. Back in 1998, Travis graduated. He played quarterback and defensive back. Travis is working as a safety and quality manager. His favorite memory is popping fake champagne after winning the Parkway at home.
Oh,
and,
the Parkway West.
The Parkway West.
Oh, boy.
Won there by 90. And that was 98. Was that Coach Kurt Augustinel?
I believe. Well.
I need to get back in the history books there.
Right.
That's a shame I don't know that. I apologize. But they're in the late 90s.
Yes.
Some pretty good football teams.
Yep.
And Travis Lacasano. I remember Travis playing. My brother was on that team with Travis. Travis graduated a couple years ahead of him. And thank you to Travis for being our alumni game ball sponsor.
Tell you what, folks, so far total offense 105.
It says fourth and 10.
This is 4th and 10.
4th and 10, yes it is. Rolling out Slawinski. Throws it down the field. Got a man settled right in there. Nice play by Josh Yeck.
Wow.
This kid's impressing me. He I think a pretty good route. He got in there, settled in between the tiers of defense, and on that 4th down conversion, huge play, all the way down to the 15-yard line. What did he pick up there? About 15 yards again?
Yep.
And the handoff there around the right side to Pale. Makes a man miss, gets around there. Taken down from behind. It's usually O'Brien territory over there.
Gatto
that time. And O'Brien was in there too.
Yep.
Pick up a 5 on the play. Going to bring up pick up a 3.
3 from the looks of it.
Yes. They can get a first down. It's 2nd and 7. Slawinski rolls to the left this time. He going to keep it this time. Rolls his way forward. Falls his way down to about the 6-yard line. Dante Pearson there, the freshman, making some noise. Number 26. In on the stop, as well as a couple other Wolverines.
And there's also a flag, and it looks like it's going to be a hold. Yeah.
Okay,
it is. Late
They're
flag.
marching the other way. Well, there's a body that came in there kind of late flying over.
Yep.
And we'll wait to call. Well, they march it back to about
Holding.
the 21-yard line. Holding against Freedom. So this Wolverine team, we have all the losses. We know that. They've not won yet this season. I think the key to them is start capitalizing on other teams' mistakes. You have a team like Freedom down here. They're inside the red zone. Get a holding call. Punches it back to 2nd and 12. To 15, Slawinski rolls right. He's got pressure this time. Dancing around, makes another man miss. He's going to keep running, stops and throws it, and that's intercepted! Intercepted in the end zone by Carter Lutz. Carter, just a great defensive play. Slawinski just tried to maybe do a little bit too much here that time. He ran to the right, ran to the left. Slawinski and then Carter Lutz, I mentioned just a few plays ago, he's wearing that glove and settled right there in the end zone to stop that drive. Capitalizing on mistakes, Brad.
100%.
That's what this team has to do. They got a holding call. You know they're not afraid to throw it. And who was in there? Number 13 came through, Caden Dodgio, to put on that initial pressure, and that's kind of what started the ball rolling.
Yep.
Great turnover. Great turnover for the Wolverines.
And folks that don't know about it, Carter Lutz is playing with a big club on his right hand.
And
the fact that he held on to
that catch,
that's awesome.
He's got a heart of gold.
100%.
And gives it all every play. Nice to see him get that interception. 1st and 10 Wolverines. Oh, fumble by Gatto.
I think he fell on it initially.
I think he got on it.
Whew.
He never really got it into the bread basket, and it had his hands, and he got hit hard. Loss of about three on the play. Oh, that would have been disastrous if Freedom could have got a turnover off of that last turnover. So 7-0, 8:08. Wolverines with the ball. It's 2nd and 13 from their own 17. Wolverines have not had a good starting field position.
No, the yardage is 100 plus to, well 0 yards now.
Okay, there's the Gatto. Tries to cut it up in and hit hard. Hard pursuit there by 21 or 23. 21 in there. Joshua Pale, he's got a nose for the football, and he found it that time. Really no gain on that play. We're looking at, give him a yard. Going to be a 3rd and 12. The linebackers are just getting lanes.
Oh, the left and right. They're getting
they're
through.
They're getting lanes, and they're just coming right through there.
Yep.
2 wide outs to the left. They're bringing the kitchen. We got a flag. Somebody, the way Freedom's pointing, I think somebody moved.
Some false start there, unfortunately.
False start there.
It's illegal motion officially.
Okay. Illegal motion, going to knock him back another 5 yards. All the way back to now about the 13-yard line. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 17. Okay, Ellwood City takes a timeout.
So some quick stats here. If I can get this timeout here in 1 second into the program. 7:06 left here, first half. Stats so far, pretty one-sided here, folks. Even though it's a 7-0 game, total offensive yards so far, Freedom 123, Ellwood only 5. Passing 80-22. Freedom is 8 for 10. They do have that one interception. That may be their Achilles heel maybe on the year. They love to pass a lot. Maybe turnovers is something.
That was the 8th interception thrown.
There you go.
But put an asterisk beside 8 for 10. How often do we see that in a high school football game?
And at the same time, the interception was in the end zone.
Right.
So there's that. First down's 8-2 so far. And like I said, Carter Slowinski, 80 yards. So doing pretty darn good.
So after this timeout, Ellwood City under Coach Joe Lamenza. Assistant coaches Craig Alberts, Al Andrews, Neil Figuerell, Wally Gagrick, Frank Keeley in charge of that junior high team, along with Alan Marsh and Craig Mills, your junior high coaches. Magnifico back to pass on this 3rd and 17. Throws it out there to Gatto in the flat. Hit immediately and driven back.
Number 44.
Number 44,
wow.
Damian Grunigal. Not giving him much room to run after the catch. Give him a pickup of about 4, but that's going to bring up a 4th down and 13. So not able to really capitalize much of anything on the interception by Lutz. They did keep him from scoring with that interception. So here we go in punt formation. Back to receive is Pale. He's standing at about his 40-yard line. Oh, almost blocked, but he did get nice punt there. Going to take an Ellwood City bounce all the way down to about the 40-yard line. So 42-yard punt there.
And you know what? You are right. It is number 17,
okay,
Mary
I thought so.
punting.
I thought that was Mary Ocker before, too, when I looked out there. So
not a bad punt.
No, not a bad punt at all. So
what was that, to the 40?
Yeah, to
40, 41?
40 and a half.
So a good 40-some yard punt. So not bad.
Right.
And no return.
So, of course, 6 minutes and 13 seconds remaining in this second quarter. Of course, we'll have the bands. The Freedom Band is here tonight, as long as our Pride of Ellwood City Lincoln High School Blue Band. And we'll let them perform and then have some halftime stats and some updated scores. Some pretty big games going on around.
Big games.
Slawinski back to pass. He's under pursuit. And he changes direction. Daccio in there again trying to make. Oh, missed the tackle. Daccio coming up front. Can't quite get him. Slawinski still running. And he ran about 45 yards to gain 5.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but number 7 for the Wolverines drove him out of bounds, Caden McClymans, but not after about a 6-yard gain.
Whew.
I tell you, I don't know what Caden Daccio is doing, but he's finding a way getting that backfield. Just needs to just kind of get him finished. Slawinski's pretty shifty back there. Oh, fumbled snap. Goes underneath, fallen on by Slawinski way back at the 34-yard line. Huge loss on the play. The center quarterback exchange in that shotgun did not go well on that one. Lucky for Freedom, Slawinski was able to fall on that ball. So loss on the play of about 12 yards. Going to bring up a 3rd and 16, ball right at the 35-yard line. This Freedom's a pretty good team, and we'll know more at the end of the game, but there's just some untimely mistakes that they can't do against really good teams like Beaver Falls and teams such as that.
Yep.
Slawinski got time. Makes a man miss. He just stands back there. Got to hit him. Get him. Finally brought down
Number
at
9.
the 30-yard line. O'Brien was in there. O'Brien finished it off. But credit, I see Dante Pierce getting up. I see
There was a host.
Caden McClymans. But at the same time, Brad, we talk about all the guys back there. Slawinski had some time, surveyed the field, could not find anybody open. So we don't want to forget.
Sack.
Don't want to forget about the coverage on the back end down
once
there.
Again,
not giving him room because Slawinski can buy time. He can buy time.
Yep, and that's 3 drives now for Freedom that have gone backwards or the interception in the end zone.
Right. So still 7-0. They're punting here. Back is Gatto. Oh.
They're going to throw the flag.
Did they throw it?
Yep.
Gatto hit immediately at about the 36-yard line, and O'Brien just got in there to block that punt and hit the punter. We got a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be running in the kicker.
I
think it's not going to be the full 15. I think it's only going to be 5. Yeah, he's coming over. He's saying only 5.
Yeah, it was incidental. I mean,
it was definitely incidental.
That's just the way the rules are. They call that. That was Josh Yeck, the very good wide receiver who got hit. And I think all of the Freedom sidelines right now is just taking a little deep breath because he's off the field with his own power. Maybe a little hitch in his giddy up there as he's walking across the field. But he's standing over there in the sidelines, maybe getting some attention. But so
I think it's going to take. They're going to take the kick, and then I think they're going to back him up 5 from that kick.
5 yards. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, it was like a 4th and 23, so the 5 yards, doesn't really change anything. You're at the 4th and 18.
So it's now going to go back to the 32.
The 32. So, and Gatto took a pretty good lick at the other end.
He did.
He may want to be thinking about the fair catch signal here.
Right.
If he's going to do that much more. Like I said earlier, I like when they catch the ball. But you still need to be aware of what's around you. So it's going to chalk 5 yards on to the end of the kick. So the Wolverines will start 1st and 10 from the 32, and they do have 2 timeouts remaining in this half.
One
I
timeout,
beg your pardon,
actually.
one.
Yep.
Beg your pardon, one.
All right, so
Still got some whistles. And,
now what's going on?
I think they had to change out a ball.
Okay, so different balls. Apparently that one maybe perspire. It is pretty warm. I know they were talking about rain. We don't have any rain. It's a nice, beautiful, good-looking night, but it is warm.
Yeah. So Magnifico under center. Sends a man in motion. It's Dante Pierce fresh with the ball around that right side. Makes a man miss. Rolls his way forward. I'll take that play. Picked up about 5 yards on the play. Driven out of bounds there by number 43, Ryan Cradle. And 52 was in there, landed Millward. So pick up a 5 there for young Dante Pierce. And that, to me, that's like the way this offense is. They're not going to be getting a big play. So give me 4 to 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, we talked about
keep
the second down play short.
Yep. Magnifico under center. This time, quick handoff, and then
I feel like there's a jump on that line.
Yeah, I do too. And they were just gobbled up, Gatto, for about a 3-yard loss. 43 in on that stop was Cradle again. Ball now at the 35-yard line. And they've tried that. I don't want to call it the Statue of Liberty play.
Right.
We've seen the Wolverines do a lot of jet sweeps, so maybe they're trying to mix things up a little bit. But number 50 on the line there for Freedom.
I don't think we have a number again.
Have
That's 4 straight weeks where
52,
the number's on the field.
Millward, number 50, number 65 down there on that front line. Jake Hilberry, 6 foot, 235 pounds. Wolverines are going to use their last time out. 2:56 remaining. Folks, for our listeners that listen all the time, as I said last week, just 2 weeks ago this past Tuesday, I had suffered the stroke. I had talked about that last week. And last week, to my surprise, as I was leaving the stadium, president of the Boosters, Brian Partridge, called me. He said, "Thad, did you leave yet?" I says, "No, I'm just getting to my car." He says, "Wait at your car." And he came down and said how nice it was, to see each other at the game and shared a moment. And then he handed me a wad of cash that I was just blown away. They had a can down at the concession stands. They gave half the 50-50 to me, and is so greatly appreciated. I thank the community of Ellwood City. It was been a tough couple weeks. I am doing well. My whole left side of my body is numb, but we're walking up steps. We're doing things, so we're really happy with how things are. Magnifico, oh man, gobbled up and crushed. Number 23 got in there, Colin Walton. He's a senior, and he came in unblocked, and Magnifico had really nowhere to go. Timeout by Freedom with 2 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. So I want to get that in, Brad. I thank the people that were here last week, and still the calls, the texts. Even got some calls, some texts from other school districts' coaches this week. Some of the basketball coaches that I've got to know, and but just an update. I am doing pretty well. Like I said, my whole left side's numb, but out doing some things. We have a dairy farm, so there's always something to do. Maybe a little bit more of a supervisor role, but my family's just been great through all of it, and in the whole community. I just can't thank them enough. Live in a great place. I am very fortunate. Okay, that brings up a 4th and 17 for the Wolverines from their 25-yard line, punt formation. So just one timeout left for the Freedom Bulldogs as they will be receiving this punt. And Mariocker
to punt.
High snap. He gets it caught. Luckily, nobody was no pressure, because that could have been disastrous. But Ellwood City roll, gets down there at about the 48-yard line. So a 27-yard punt for Mariocker. Corralled that high snap. That could have been disastrous. So we know Freedom likes to throw the ball. We know, looking to see if number 24 is back out there, who got dinged up a little bit on that punt. Yek. And I don't see him in the huddle just yet. But, yes, Yek is out there running. So maybe still got a little limp to him. But one of the leading receivers in WPIL as far as receptions go. Back to pass, looking down the field. Going to throw deep, run, stop and go. Underneath it is. Oh, what? Broken up there. No flag.
Number
Pale
17.
Wanted it. But Mariocker stuck with them. And I tell you what, that was an interesting play development. And give Mariocker all the credit in the world, because they had Yet going down there like a stop and go, and then out of nowhere, Pale comes running past him, and Slawinski threw it up there.
Yep.
And I tell you what,
You want to talk about
beautiful
coaching
pass,
for DB?
great catch, but better defense that time.
Yes. That
Put
was
an asterisk for
good play on
Mariacker.
defense.
One of the better plays we've seen. Low snap.
Handoff.
Handoff, shuffle pass up there. The big number 44 running down the left side. It gets out of bounds, stopping the clock at about the 33-yard line. That was Damian Grunigal again. That kid's kind of a bulldog. I mean,
Right.
it is Freedom Bulldogs, but, he don't get low to the ground and maybe don't wow you with his speed, but them long strides, next thing you know, he's 5-10 yards down the field. 1st and 10 now at the 33. 2-2-2. Deuces are wild remaining on the clock.
Second quarter, too.
Second quarter. Wow. What time is it? 8:22. Back, Slawinski. Looks, quick pass out there this time to
24.
Yak. Spins around, makes a man miss.
And
Brought
Mariacker.
down. And Mariacker, and he got away with one there. That could have been a horse collar. I was a little bit hoping to not see that flag. Nonetheless, he stayed in bounds. No, I bet. Took the ball, was at the 33 on the catch and go down to about the 18-yard line. Yes, he was out of bounds, stopping the clock. So 2:14 remaining. Lots of time for Freedom with one timeout. All pass. Well, they had a shuffle pass.
Yep.
On this. So low snap. Slawinski out to Pale. Gets it just off the grass. Makes a man miss. Shoestring tackle, not quite there, but makes positive yardage on the play. Hobel was in there for the stop as long with Mariacker. Pick up of about 5 on the play. Going to mark that ball at the 12-yard line. So 2nd and about 6 from the 14. They're calling it 2nd and 5. Getting the play from the sidelines is Freedom. Low snap
Fumble.
again. Fumble. Gets it picked up. Dangerous play. Dangerous play. Is that Gavin Partridge in there to make sure Slawinski did not get that ball picked up. So Gatto was in there as well. Great. Dakota Marshall here. He runs our camera and gets numbers barked into our ears. So great help by Dakota. So that brings up a 3rd and 12. We've been here before, Brad. We're
Yep.
at the 20-yard line. Can the Wolverines get a stop and keep this score?
And you know
7-0
this is 2-down
and a
territory.
half?
You know it's 2-down
Yep.
territory.
Slawinski back, rolls out to his right. Some backside pressure. Throws it down there.
The
shoot.
worst thing you can
You
do.
did not want to do that on a ball that was uncatchable. Got
Yep.
a penalty flag on the play.
That'll be pass interference,
Pass
and that'll be an
interference.
automatic first
Automatic
down.
first down on a 3rd and 12.
Mm.
And Slawinski rolled out there. And
And he wasn't open at all.
no, he was
just
not.
chucked it out.
He chucked it out
Oh,
there.
and he gets away
uh,
with it, man.
When the receiver falls, gets pulled down before the ball's even there,
Yep.
they're going to call that every time. So the ball was at the 20. Going to bring it but down to the 10-yard line.
This is crazy to think that this game is still 7-0.
Yeah, I know. And they got a chance here.
Right.
No,
this is crucial.
Wait a second. I don't understand, Brad. Why is it still 3rd down?
Yeah, it should be half the distance, and it should be first down, right? Unless they considered holding instead of
that's what I'm
pass
thinking
interference.
too. I'm thinking too.
They didn't
I
really
missed
tell us.
seeing the call. I
Yeah,
don't know
I
if they
missed
said
it
it
too,
or not.
unfortunately.
But yeah,
Yeah, if it's pass interference, it should be automatic first down half the distance. If it's holding, it not necessarily is a first down. So let's see. Okay, we're
Well.
just starting to whistle. Okay.
So anyway, what do we know? It's 3rd and 2. Ball at the 10-yard line.
And the clock shouldn't run because it's a penalty
Right.
against defense. So,
Okay, 3rd and 2. Handoff there to number 44. Up the middle he goes. Into the end zone for the Freedom touchdown. That was Damian Grunigal with the 10-yard run. And he's a north and south runner. 44, yes.
Okay, perfect.
Straight up the gut he went and saw a little bit of resistance. Just 46 seconds remaining in this second quarter, and Freedom finds their way to a 13-0 lead.
And that's a big touchdown
That is big.
before halftime.
Number 18 on the extra point attempt is Nathan DiNardo. There's the kick down. It is up and
so close.
Just missed. Was the Wolverines. But that extra point is good, making the score 14-0. And boy, I was really hoping on the Ellwood fan side of things, you were hoping for a stop there.
Yep.
And just came up a little bit short of stopping Freedom. Freedom's got some weapons. You got Pale that can run kind of all over the place.
And the other thing, too, is that could have kept it a one-score game.
Exactly.
You know what you do there? You take a knee. You go in halftime because guess what? Wolverines get the ball the second half.
Get the ball the second
so
half. Exactly.
That's a big score for Freedom.
Great point, Brad. But Slawinski's been impressive at quarterback.
Yeah, not too bad. I will say he hasn't had open wide receivers. This kind of, you could tell, they roll out left and right to let that separation happen. Like you said, get the wide receivers downfield. And a couple of those plays, he just chucked it out there. And
it's maybe a little bit, if you remember watching Ben Roethlisberger 15 years ago when he could move.
30 years ago.
He just has a way of buying time.
Buying time, exactly.
And letting some things happen.
Yep.
Here's the run-up and the kick. Squib kick up the middle there. Falling on there. It's usually Mariocker over there on that side.
Right at the 33-yard line.
Yep, Mariocker. And also out there on special teams was number 33, Luciano Gagrick. Dante Pierce, freshman out there. Elijah Palmer McCain was out there. Declan Gray was out there. Hobel was out there. So, trying to give shout-outs to all the players. So, the Wolverines, 46 seconds remaining. They have no timeouts at this 1st and 10 from the 32. Magnifico bringing the play in. Magnifico in the shotgun. Handoff there to Elijah Palmer McCain, keeping them legs churning. Forward progress. Nice run there by Palmer McCain. A host. Half the team of Freedom had to bring him down, but not after a 12-yard gain. Out of bounds he goes. That's going to stop the clock. So a nice run there. Longest one of the night for the Wolverines. Freshman Elijah Palmer McCain. I guess he did not go run out of bounds. So 25 seconds here. Carter Lutz in the slot formation. Magnifico back to pass. Throws it down the middle.
He's got him.
Got a man. Oh! What a catch! Oh, he didn't
spike
get it.
You got to spike it here.
They give him the catch?
Yep, they give him
the catch.
Got to spike it.
Leaping catch by O'Brien all the way down to 25-yard line. Great catch there by O'Brien. Thrown over the top. 10 seconds remaining. Clock going down. Oh, the officials stopped the clock. They have to they had to stop it to let the first down markers get into place. So the Wolverines came down to spike it, 7 seconds, and they're spiking the ball was Magnifico. What a catch!
Wow,
by O'Brien.
Yeah,
I maybe like
30-yard pass.
30-yard pass. There it was. I got my 30-yard pass downfield.
Look
what happened. Look what happened. I should write fortune cookies for crying out loud. So, 30-yard pass play to O'Brien. And if we have a highlight reel when we retire, Brad, that catch is going to be on there. That was a great catch by O'Brien.
Okay, so no timeouts, so they've got to get this play off in 15 seconds.
This is one play.
Yep, one play, just chuck it up.
Magnifico. Go to O'Brien in the right-hand corner. O'Brien under pressure. Oh, he got hit in the backfield.
Number 50, which we don't have a name for.
We don't have his number. We apologize to the Freedom folks because number 50 just made a great play on sack and Magnifico to run out the clock.
Oh,
so,
boy.
Folks, wow, exciting final minute there. We saw some good things from Ellwood City. We saw some things that they just maybe need to capitalize on. We're going to let you enjoy the bands. Freedom Band's making their way onto the field right now, and then the Ellwood City Blue Band.
We'll get stats and some out-of-town scores, then we'll come back for second half
All right,
action.
sounds great.
All right,
We'll
thanks,
see you
folks.
then. Hey, Gavin, did you see Gavin's play? That's good. That was good.
You guys need anything?
No, we're good.
Pizza? Hot dogs? We're good.
Good evening and welcome to the Freedom Area Big Red Marching Halftime Show. The Freedom Big Red Marching Band is under the direction of Emily Ricker. The assistant director is Ashley Barnes. Drill team sponsor Stacey Allen. Matrix sponsor Carolyn Moby. Flatline sponsor Sheena Patrick. Our drum majors are Brandon Geisel and Bridget Richards. Our commanding officer is Maggie Davis. One of the most successful and popular groups is British rock band rock aggression new style of the world of rock. Led by the brilliant Freddie Mercury, Brian May, Roger Taylor, and John Deacon, the band was the band of countless chart-topping tunes. Our 2021 halftime show features the music of this 1970s rock band Queen, beginning with the hit song "Don't Stop Me Now." Drill Major Brandon Geisel, is your band ready?
Hey, how are you? Good, good.
In collaboration with David Jones, this next song charted the top 10 in 10 countries. Here it is, Under Pressure, featuring our low brass section and unit members. there. You're sitting right there. We present Bohemian Rhapsody, featuring trumpet soloist Joe Carlos.
Let's sit up here. Let's sit up here. Sit right there. I'll sit right here.
got a cheer night. I'll bring that up here at some point. Okay, good. I'll say it too.
All right, folks, coming back here to our halftime score. It is 14-0. Freedom Bulldogs up on your Wolverines here. About under a minute here. They're going to tack on some time here, so it's not going to be exactly a minute, about 2 minutes or so till the start of the second half. We're going to run through some halftime stats. The score being 14-0 Freedom Bulldogs. Total offense is 152-40, so that 30-yard pass for Ellwood City gives them, instead of 10 yards at halftime, 40 total. Passing-wise, Freedom has 93, 9 for 14, a touchdown and interception. For the Wolverines, 58 yards, 6 for 8. Rushing-wise, 59 yards for Freedom on 16 rushes. So the Wolverines doing pretty good on defense. Not bad.
You keep it under 3.5 yards, you'll take that every game.
Exactly. Rushing-wise for Ellwood, that's where the sacks come into play and whatnot. They're minus 18 on 14 rushes. Penalties, 5 for 35 for Freedom, 2 for 15 for Ellwood. Turnovers are in favor of the Wolverines as Freedom has 1 interception thrown. Time of the possession, almost identical, just at 11 minutes over each for each team. Starting quarterback, number 10, Carter Slowinski, 9 for 14, 93 yards, 1 interception. Nick Magnifico for the Wolverines, 6 for 8 and 58 yards. Running backs, Damian Grunogel, right?
Let me check my phone.
Damian Grunogel, I think it is, again. 4 for 41 yards in that rushing touchdown right before halftime. Grenigal, sorry, I apologize. And then number 22, Palmer McCain with that 1 rush of 12 yards. He's the leading rusher for the Wolverines. Wide receiver-wise, Peyton O'Brien leading for the Wolverines, 1 for 30. And then Josh Yeck, once again, 4 for 52 yards so far in that first half. All right, folks, the key part of this halftime update. Halftime scores. It is 6-0 Laurel up on 2-4 New Brighton, 35-0. Looks like Laurel improved to 7-0 on the evening. Beaver Falls are up 21-0 on Mohawk, so it looks like those two teams will match records at 3-1 in conference play. Neshannock is up 38-0 on Riverside. So, folks, our Super Bowl, whatever you want to call it, our bowl next week. Well,
you got 2 undefeated teams. We didn't mention we're traveling to Riverside next week. Tune in, folks.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a good game.
Union is up on Olsh, surprisingly, 30-7 in that one. Beaver up early on Newcastle, 7-0. And then a couple other scores. Avonworth up on Ambridge, 16-0 halftime. Aliquippa up 28-13 on Chartiers Valley. Central Valley 42-0 on Keystone Oaks. Blackhawk 14-7 on Montour. And then finally Rochester 19-0 over Fort Cherry. So I'm going to hand this to Dakota Marshall. He's going to take this to Mr. Frank Keeley so that they have something to announce at halftime.
Sure. And just kind of going over the scores there, and we'll talk about the stats as we move on. You know, we got Aliquippa, Laurel on the PIAA rankings. You got them in the top 10. I think they're
Say it again.
Laurel. I think they're number 8 in 2A.
They got to be up higher.
I read that. Another matchup,
especially this year.
I know it's in District 7, but Farrell and Wilmington.
Big one.
Farrell number 1 in 2A. Wilmington is number 7 in 2A, and those teams have been beating each other up now for a number of years. Wilmington's kind of owned them this year. Farrell's pretty good football team that I think we'll be seeing one, if not both of them teams, as we get into playoff time for the state championship run. Rochester, we saw they're leading. They're in the conversation for top 5 teams. Aliquippa, of course. I thought that game might even be a little bit closer. Aliquippa and Chartiers Valley.
Right.
But so a lot of great football. Hey, folks, it is cheer night. I did not mention that. So we got like 54 cheerleaders in ranges from seniors in high school and some of them young girls down there, 4 or 5 first graders, second graders. But always a fun night with cheer night, and brings a nice crowd out to the game. As we said, Wolverines won the toss and deferred, and here we start taking there up front. Nice heads-up play there by Maddox Singer, snagging that ball, giving the Wolverines probably their best field position tonight to start off this second half.
43-yard line?
43-yard line. And, folks, yeah, you heard the halftime stats. But there's one stat that's the most important, and that's the final score. The Wolverines are just down by 2 scores.
Yeah.
As we sit here. The yardage is, like, insane. Whatever it was, 152 to 40. But if you look at that stat line, maybe a little bit
one
like
that
last
matters.
week, the one that matters. So need a good drive here for the Wolverines to start off this half.
3 wide.
Handoff there, Elijah Palmer McCain. Oh, fumbled the ball.
Fumbled, yep.
Son of a gun.
Yep.
Recovered by Freedom.
I want to say
I think
it
it was number 7.
Number 7, yep.
Number 7, Cody Patterson. Good googly moogly. The first play of the offensive drive of the second half results in a fumble. We just talked about field position, and here we are. Freedom setting up shop at the Wolverines' 45-yard line.
Something you cannot have.
No, you did not. Coach Lemenza did not want to start off this half like that. Solinsky, flea flicker back, going deep.
He's
He's
open.
wide open. Can he get there?
Yep. You know
Son
what?
of a gun.
You know
But
what, though?
I tell you what, you're right. I know what you're going to say, Brad.
Yep.
Gatto's going to get called for pass interference, but he saved the touchdown.
If he wasn't there, that's either it was underthrown. If he's not there, he comes back, readjusts, touchdown, or
they threw that ball from about the
Yeah.
50-yard line in the air down to about the 10. Don't question Slawinski's arm, but got it rainbowed out there a little bit too much. And
here's the other thing too.
Give
it's
Gatto
not a spot foul too, so it's only 15.
Right.
So
And remember that in high school, it's just 15 yards. So
it is a first down,
it is
but
a first down, but the ball spotted at the 30 instead of in the end zone. So
no matter way you look at it, it's good, it's bad, it's good, it's bad.
Right. But hey, Gatto made up some ground there.
Yes,
the
he
ball's
did.
A little bit underthrown. The design of the play worked. I thought the guy was more open than that, but give Gatto credit for making up. There's Slawinski. Handoff this
21.
time to Pale. Weaves and dives his way through there. Host of Wolverines, Mariocker getting up from the bottom of the pile. And Hobel. Give Hobel credit for that tackle, Brad. So, getting settled back in here. Freedom picking up right where they left off. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Handoff there to Grenigal. This time plows his way forward. Still going.
He's still going.
And I finally blow the whistle.
That should be a first down.
No, I don't think he's going to. Yep. They gave him, he needed 8 yards for a first down, and he got it. Was Grenigal.
Wow. That's crazy.
Back to the line of scrimmage. There's Pale again. Gets up through there. Nice pursuit there by the Wolverines that time.
I think he only got about 3.
Yeah. O'Brien, I think, was in there. Maddox Singer, freshman, in there making his way. I haven't mentioned, big number 77 on that Freedom line. Stands at 6'2", 255.
Whew.
There's a handoff to go behind the big guy this time. And not
Number
much
7.
there. Caden McClymon's read that quite well. Makes a stop on that second down play. Now we're up to third down. I mean, the guys running the sticks have to pay attention with this Freedom offense. They waste
It is
no
crazy how
time.
fast.
3rd and 6 gave him 1 yard. Slawinski in the shotgun, sidecar left and right, 2 wideouts to the right. On the keeper this time. Tries to zig and
Good
zag.
tackle.
Nice stay at home there by the Wolverines. A whole host of Wolverines in there. O'Brien getting up out of the pile. Carter Lutz getting up out of the pile. And Hobel comes up last. But good patience there by the defense. That brings up a 4th and about 4, and it appears that Freedom is going to go for it.
Yep, why not?
Yep, 14-0. Slawinski rolls, fires quickly
Wide
out there
open.
to number
Wide open.
21. Pale makes a man miss. Into the end zone he goes for the Freedom touchdown. 9:39 in this third quarter. Freedom capitalizing on the Wolverine turnover. About a 45-yard drive, spearheaded by Slawinski going down the field. And that's when he gets a
21,
touchdown
right?
pass. Number 21, Pale,
Josh Pale.
with the, what was that, about 15, I forget. Where
10,
were they? 10,
about 10 yards.
about 10-yard touchdown pass. Here's the kick, up and good. 54 kicking that time. Xavier Dwyer is good. So that makes the score 21-0. Quickly coming out here and making things happen was the Freedom Bulldogs.
Wow.
So
Not
I'm
the
sure
start.
the way that you wanted that to start, but hey, folks, while I'm thinking about it, we talk about the boosters organizations and doing what they can to fundraise. The cheerleaders, and I said cheer night, and I call it the worldwide shortage of bows because they all got these beautiful pink bows in their hair for Cancer Awareness Month. But the cheerleading boosters, they have a Black Friday giveaway, a gift basket, over $1,000 of gift cards. I think you're only $10 too. See a cheerleader booster, and get yourself into that drawing. I think the drawing, I'm a little slim on the details, but I think the drawing's here in the beginning of November sometime. So get your tickets now. They're going to go fast. There's gift cards for like everything.
That's crazy.
Beth Bath and
That's
Way
crazy.
Beyond, and I don't know what all. What's them fancy purses? There's probably that in there. High end over kick
Number 54.
taken by Elijah up the middle. Oh, end over end he goes. But nice return, probably about 18 yards out to the mark him about the 29-yard line. So Wolverines taking over.
I tell you what, talking about a plug again for the concession stands. There is a lady in front of us with nachos. We said it 2 or
Yes,
3
I
weeks ago.
know.
I'm looking right at them.
Yeah,
Those nachos look
Right.
awesome.
Right. So, and one of these times you're going to be doing post game by yourself.
Right.
So I'm going to go in there and get nachos before they close up. They got pepperoni rolls, hot dogs, the whole 9 yards. It's good stuff. Elijah Palmer McCain around that left side and dives his way forward, picked up about 3 or 4 on the play. 44 on the tackle, Damian Grunigal. Grunigal, just a junior. Seems to have a nose for the ball. So pick up a 4 on the play for Elijah. Ball resting on the 36-yard line. Gavin Partridge out here to the right. Bringing Mariocker in motion, handoff.
I like this.
But
Blocking
you
fell
gotta get
through.
blocked. You got to
Yep.
get blocking. Number 7 got in there quick, Cody Patterson, for really no gain on the play on that end-around sweep by Mariocker. So Gatto checking back into the game. So 8:25 remaining here in this third quarter. Magnifico under center. Elijah Palmer in the backfield. Quick pass out
Like
there.
it. Oh, come on.
Just a little bit.
Nope, they're going to say he caught it.
Give him a catch?
Yeah.
Okay, a nice catch
Okay.
off the top of the carpet there was Mariocker. The pass was just a little bit low, and unfortunately, we'll give him credit for the catch. If that hits Mariocker in stride,
if he's gone,
the only thing
he's
that's going to
gone.
stop him is Route 65. He got to look both ways because he'd have been off to the races.
Still, though, first down.
Yep, take the first down. Really, from a stat standpoint, 6 for 8 coming into this half was Magnifico. Just
needs more time.
More time. Let them get down the field. There's a jet sweep again to Mariocker. Okay, I'm just going to say it. Can
can't
we
do it
stop
anymore.
that? It's not working.
Yeah, it can't go east and west. You got to go
Good
north and
Lord.
south. Wow.
52 got in there with about the time he got the ball.
They've got it now. They've got it keyed in. You got to go north and south.
Yep. Landon Millward in there for the tackle for about a 5-yard loss.
Jeez.
So Elijah checking out, and in goes Dante Pierce. I try to stay positive, but you know what I mean. So, Magnifico under center. So, back to pass with Magnifico
Oh, boy.
under pressure.
Okay.
Makes a man miss, throws it up
Okay.
there.
Oh!
Just threw it behind Dante Pierce. He made a valiant effort.
He
to
pulled
try
off.
and get that.
He pulled off like a Slowinski play right there for a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 14, and they're just the penetration that they're getting every time he goes back to pass, and he's just not able to get any time to let his receivers get downfield, let alone get down enough to turn around and look for the ball. So 3 wide outs to the left, slot guys Gatto, 1 to the right, and here comes Freedom, Brad. They got some time this time. Oh, gobbled him up and spun him like a top and threw him down. Number 50, don't have his name. He don't need one making plays like that because everyone saw it happen. At first it looked like he had a little bit of time, but that pocket collapsed so fast. Lost some more on that play.
we'll try and get the name for number 50 here
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, he's playing a pretty good game.
He's got at least 2 sacks, if not 2.5
Yep,
so
yep,
far on the
yep.
evening.
Saw Trenton Schilling run out there for this punt, and Mary Yockers back to kick it off. Yep, man's McClymonds. Good snap this time.
Good kick too.
Good kick.
It's gonna roll. That's what we want.
Yep.
Nice roll.
Yep, nice roll. Oh, kid, why you do that? If he
That's why you do
Are you
it.
kidding me?
That's why you do it.
Payne around the right side. Finally, a fumble on the play. Fumble on the play. I'm telling you don't do that.
You know what though? Everybody stopped on the play. You can't stop. Oh.
Anyway, Payne picks it up right in front of a couple of the Wolverines and tries to do some zigs and zags. Runs east and west and finally gets taken down. And I think we have
A cramp, I
an
believe.
injured down player for the Wolverines with a cramp. Can't see who it is right now, but could have been disastrous for Freedom, but came out looking okay. So it's going to be Freedom ball at their own 40-yard line. Oh man, them nachos do look good.
I've been staring. She's right here.
Yeah, I know.
And you know what? She's only 1 or 2 rows in front of
I
us. We
know.
could honestly ask
I
and say,
know.
what?
Yeah, you
Give me a
just-
nacho chip if you wouldn't
Do
mind.
the old. We can do a play like this. You go left. I'll go over the right
There you
shoulder.
go.
There we go. Okay, we'll work on that. By the time we get
And
done,
Dakota will get the replay.
yeah, he'll get the replay. So
I look, Max Krebs does not have number 50.
okay,
Yeah, unfortunately, we have a number 50.
we've been looking. So okay, the injured player was Gatto, and it was a cramp. And coming off the field with his own power, still got a little hitch in his giddy up there, but it'll get straightened out, stretched out.
We'll get a number 50 here.
Yep, we're working.
Kendall Kamara.
Kendall Kamara.
Kendall Kamara.
Kendall Kamara.
So Freedom, after the injury for the cramp to Gatto, and they're stretching him out in the sidelines. I think we'll see him back in there shortly. Ball on the 40-yard line, 1st and 10. Slowinski. Hand off to Pale, left side, up the middle he goes, zigzags, gets 10, rolls over,
Oh,
and
my.
keeps going for about 16
Wow.
yards with authority. Maddox Singer was there to get run over, slowed him down, and
So Magnifico and number 55,
Magnifico
Maddox.
and Maddox Singer.
Wow,
but
did
not
he put his
after
shoulder down.
About a 15-yard gain. He rolled over about 3 Wolverines to get that.
Yeah.
Quick back up to the line. Wolverines defense just getting set. You cannot sleep. Slowinski to Pale. Oh, met there that time. Nice hit by one of the upmen for the Wolverines. And I didn't catch who that was. I think it was maybe O'Brien in there to make the stop.
Yeah, Keely said it, right?
Okay. And but back up again, 1 yard, 1 yard on that run.
See,
Quick
this
to the line.
I don't like the quick to the line. You're up 21-0. Take the time. Relax. I've never understood
Low
this.
snap. Coming from the backside. He's got a
Oh,
nice
there we
hit.
go.
There it is.
All right.
Maddox Singer and number 15,
Declan
Gray with the sack. Loss of about 12 yards on the play. And Slowinski that time didn't. He got fooled.
Yep.
He tried getting around there. And O'Brien and who was the other? Oh, Maddox Singer.
Yep.
2 freshmen making their presence known on the defense here with the sack. Loss of about 12 yards. Or Declan Gray,
Yep,
I'm sorry.
yep, Declan Gray and Maddox.
The Maddox and
Listen, we
Gray.
got excited.
Yeah,
That
yeah,
gets you
I mean,
going.
that is. And,
Once again, this is the
so
fourth
there
or
you go.
fifth time.
Third and
19.
Third and 19. Ball at the 49-yard line of Ellwood City. Slowinski. Don't give him time, guys.
Right.
He's making him.
There you
He's
go.
past the line of scrimmage.
That's
There's
okay.
a catch.
Good tackle.
But nice tackle there.
Number
by
4.
Magnifico. Needed 19. Probably got about 12 on that play. And I from my perspective, that was an illegal pass. I think he was over the line.
I
of
do
scrimmage.
think he was
very,
very
over
close.
the line of scrimmage when he threw that. Hey, going to bring up a 4th and 7. Pay attention, Wolverines. They're going for it. They're not going to mess around. Slowinski gets the snap. Surveys. Got 4 wideouts down the field. Throws it down there.
And there you
Dock
go.
on it. There's the grab.
There you
by
go.
Number 24, Josh Yeck.
Something you
Why not go to your
cannot
go-to
do.
guy? And that play, they just sent 4 guys down the field about 10, 15 yards. They all stopped, turned around, and Slowinski had his pick to throw to. Went to the short-handed Yeck. Now on a 28, 1st and 10. Hand off to Pale. Hit hard there. O'Brien cut through there and made a nice stop. Had some help with Hobel along the way.
It looks like a loss of 2.
Yeah, they're going to give him a loss of 2 on the play.
Okay.
O'Brien knifed right through there. And they're running. You know, when Pale gets the ball, he's not much running up the middle. He's
Right.
going left tackle, right tackle. So knife in there and get some. There's a fumble snap. Back there it goes. Slowinski falls on it for a loss on the plate. Gavin Partridge was in there making a dive for that ball.
It's a loss of 14.
Loss of 14 on the play. You know what? I mean, hey, Freedom's got this game in hand. It's 21-0, 2:35 left. We're in week 6 of this season. Freedom's a good team. 3rd and 23, but they cannot make mistakes like that.
Right.
That's now you see
Now
why.
you see why they're
Okay,
2 and 4, unfortunately.
They lost 48-0 to Laurel.
Yeah.
You know, have they played Beaver Falls yet?
No, Nishanik
They have
and Laurel.
Nishanik and Laurel. So, anyway, 3rd and 23. Slowinski back to pass. Fakes the throw. Goes
He's
down
got
there.
him.
Got a man
It's in
down
front
there.
of him.
Overthrown. Had the right idea on that one. That was Slowinski to Yeck. And ball overthrown, goes out of bounds. So,
Punt.
something we don't see a lot
Yeah, a punt.
from Freedom is they're going to punt, ball on their 44-yard line. Hope for some kind of return here from Elijah Palmer McCain
And
back
you know-
there. But, you know, when you're dealing with field position all night, is that what you were going with?
Well, I was
Brad?
going to say, if this was 4th and 10, they would go for it. But that incompletion was big.
Yep.
But, yeah, now we're playing the field position once again. So something always against us.
Right. Some pressure that time. Good punt. Okay, well
Not
done.
bad, not
well
bad,
done there
not bad.
by Elijah Palmer McCain. Gets the fair catch.
So the kick was by number 24, Josh Yeck.
And that was from the 44 down to the
13.
Mark that the 13.
Yeah, if he does
So
not
pretty
catch
good-
that,
pretty
that
good.
rolls.
Yeah, it
And
may
you
have went
never
into the
know.
end zone,
You
but
never
you don't
know.
know.
Yep,
don't
you
know.
can't play
I'll take that.
You're playing the
I'll-
what-if game then at that point.
Yeah, the what-if game. So, all right, ball on the 13-yard line after the 47-yard punt. Magnifico under center. Hand off to Elijah. He goes around that right side. Drops his head, gets tackled there. I think it's Payne, number 21.
And 24.
24 was in on the stop as well. Yeck and Payne.
How about that? Yeck and Payne.
Yeah.
Like, what a combination.
Yes.
Yek and Pale, right? Yek and Pale.
Yeah, Pale.
Yeah, Yek and Pale.
I said
Pain.
Pain.
Yeah,
I said Pain.
make the feel of pain.
I gotta mix up a couple names just to keep people listening.
In check. Your phone has to blow up at some point.
Yep, it does. Magnifico handoff up. Oh, hit hard.
Whoa.
Oh my gosh. Was Zach Gatto?
And
we
there's
got
a flag.
And it was after Zach got
Yep.
up. We'll see who it's against. I'm not sure who made the hit. I think it was our buddy number 50, Kendall Camara. And I don't know if.
Yeah, I'm not sure about this one. It could have been words. I think words were said.
Yep.
And it looks like it's against Ellwood.
It's good. It's against Ellwood.
Not really sure what it was called again. Here we go.
Dead ball
Personal foul.
Personal
Yep.
foul.
So that'll be half the distance.
Half the distance. And so half the distance of the goal. Going to bring it back to about the 7-yard line, Brad.
Yeah, 7 or 8 yard line.
Let's call it the 8 on third down. Got to keep your wits about you.
Yep. And because that's a penalty against the offense, that clock continues to run.
So it's more 3rd and 15. Ball on the 8-yard line. Magnifico went to hand it off. And
Nobody was there.
Nobody was there. So making something out of nothing, but not near enough. Magnifico turned to hand the ball off.
He did get about 3 yards.
Yep.
To 52.
Landon
21.
Millward with the tackle alongside Joshua Pale. So punt formation now for the Wolverines. Ball on the 11-yard line. Picked up 3 on that last play in the waning seconds here of the third quarter.
They do have to get this snap off.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, there's about a 4-second difference between
To
the
me,
play
you're
clock.
trying to kick this out of bounds because you give him any return, he's going to go for it.
Okay, good snap. High and never in kick.
Here we
Calls
go.
for the fair catch.
Wow.
Nice punt there. And
That surprises me. Well,
Yeah,
you know what? One
well-
of the coaches may have said, you know what?
Yep.
Don't even try.
After last time. So to 37-yard line. So about a 26-yard kick there for Mariacher, and he is down.
Wondering.
Back. So let's. I
Yep,
think we got
cramp.
our
There goes the leg.
cramp
The leg's
issue.
up in the air. You got a cramp.
Yep, got the cramp. Did Mariacher attending to him right now? So official timeout for the. Hate to call it an injury, but they stopped
Yep.
for.
During this timeout, if you want to catch this live stream or any of our live streams, www.ecwolverines.com, as well as our YouTube page. Folks, I'm looking to my left, to my right. I'm going to give fist bumps to Dakota and Thad. We're over 1,000. So guess
Great.
what? As scary and spooky as this could be, Thad Sturgeon could be live streaming from his phone
I
at
could
some
be.
point.
I could.
It is crazy. I tried it this afternoon right before I left school. It does work.
Great,
So
great.
thank you, folks.
Fantastic.
1,000+ subscribers.
Yep.
We appreciate
Yes,
it
we do
so
appreciate
much.
That. So much.
Now, we want more, but
Yep, keep
we
them
got that
coming.
1,000.
And the advantage you get as a subscribers, you get an alert
You get
every time
notified.
we go on.
Yep.
Like last night for the girls' volleyball game. Handled New Brighton quite well, 3-1. You would have got an alert. Hey,
Exactly.
we're on for JV. Hey, we're on for varsity.
Yep.
And so keep that. Keep those good ideas coming. And we did not mention it yet. Exciting news here at Ellwood City for the boys cross country team.
Yes.
They are section champs. They were section
yeah.
champs last year, came back again this year, and there they were as section champs.
And right
11-0.
now, right now they're 10-0.
10-0, I beg your
But
pardon.
they go to playoffs. 16 last week. That means 26. And somebody
There we go.
was listening.
Somebody's listening. We got nachos. Wow. I don't know who that young lady is, but
Oh,
thank
too
you.
good.
We got our
Too
nachos.
good. Somebody was paying
Here,
attention.
Freedom with the ball, throws it out there. Nice catch by Pale.
Oh, good hit. Number
immediately
15.
By number 15, Declan Gray. So positive yardage on the play. Okay, that was perfect timing.
That was.
We have the third quarter. We're going to eat some nachos.
There you
and
go.
Come right back. Score 21-0. Welcome back, folks.
Still eating nachos, as you can tell.
So, first, they're 2nd and 6 for Freedom. Back to pass. Surveys going deep in the double coverage.
Did he
And
make
he makes
that?
the catch. Are you kidding me?
Unbelievable.
Good night, Irene. Who is that? Number 3. Max Bosa from the 34-yard line all the way down.
It's about the 2.
About the 2. Max Bosa, 6'1", 160. He got up there about he was like 6'8".
So they're going to say
What a
officially the
catch.
3. Wow.
What a catch. Gavin and Partridge were down there for coverage, and good coverage. He just went up and got it. So 1st and goal for Freedom.
Could you see that getting
Nice.
into a stat book? First catch, 1 throw, completion, 30-some plus yards.
Yeah.
Wow.
So 1st and 3, Freedom in tight.
Number 7.
Number 7, up the middle. He goes over that left side. Touchdown, Cody Patterson, 11-15. That makes the score 27-0. Your Freedom Bulldogs. Tell you, we knew they were going to, you didn't have, you just look over the stats. You knew these Freedom Bulldogs were going to pass a lot.
Yep.
And they have, and they've connected. And big fella out there kicking the ball right
Number
now.
54.
Sure it's not 54?
Xavier Dwyer. Yeah, I tell you what, he was kicking during warm-ups. He was nailing 30, 40-yard
Really?
field goals. Yes.
He's
got that leg.
Nailed that one.
Yeah.
28-0. We're going to take a quick timeout as the score with 11:15 remaining in this 4th quarter. Freedom 28, Wolverines 0. Welcome back, folks. 28-0 here. Freedom Bulldogs over our Ellwood City Wolverines.
Back to the nacho crunching contest, shall we say.
Yeah, we're trying to do this.
Great nachos.
Come on out to the game. We'll be back here in 2 weeks
Yep.
to take on Mohawk. You can hear us next week from Riverside. Big game. Run up and a kick. Kick real far. Let's go.
Out of
It's going to
bounds.
go out of bounds. Going to be a flag on that play. That'll be Ellwood City ball. At the
Should be the 40-yard line.
Yep. Yeah.
Technically, it's the 35, but if it goes shorter than the 35, it should be the 40.
Okay.
But if it rolled out past the 35-yard line.
So the Wolverines got this 4th quarter here. Try to make something happen.
Yep, I think they're going to say it rolled out at the 40.
Okay.
Yep, there we go.
So 1st down for the Wolverines from the 40-yard line.
Hey, good field position.
Yep.
It's something we have not had in a while.
No, we have not had that.
3 wide receivers.
Yep.
2 on the far
right.
side.
Yep. Short side. And I tell you right now,
They are coming.
they are just back
Yep,
at
there
him.
you go. 68.
68 blocked that pass.
Tall,
And,
tall 68.
68 is Adam Rhodes.
I mean,
No,
tall.
I'm sorry, Wyatt Boyer. 6'2", but he looked like about 6'9".
You put some hops on there, and all of a sudden,
And right now, Freedom is just putting about 11 guys in the box.
Yeah.
And the
can't run the
Wolverines
ball,
just-
so you got to pass. And now they're
but
going
they
to
just
blitz
don't.
through.
They don't know who's dropping out, and
Yep.
and they're sending more than what we have for the line. And as I said, we got 3 freshmen
Well,
out there starting.
look at this right now. Deepest player for Freedom, 5 yards.
Yep, back is Magnifico under pressure. Wow.
They're just saying,
They're
you
just-
beat us. That's
Yep,
what they're
and
saying.
They're just bringing everything. Magnifico had no time to throw that ball. He got it away without getting sacked. Ball's incomplete. Second and 10.
This is where I know they're up, like blitzing like crazy. QB sneak, because sometimes they blitz on the outside. You
or
go up the middle. Sometimes
maybe even like I don't know. They're sending so many. I don't know if you want to do a draw.
Yep.
But
folks, when we say they're only 5 yards right now,
Yep.
7 yards deep, they're playing the
there's just one
sticks.
Of the, yeah,
they're playing the sticks.
Yep. So Magnifico in the shotgun gets the ball, rolls out to his right, under pressure. Nice blocking up there. Interception.
Picked off 24.
Picked up by number 24. Josh Yeck gets another catch for the other team. So that makes turnover there
44
at about the 44-yard line. And right now,
everything going Freedom's way.
yes, everything going Freedom's way, and really on the offensive side of the ball for the Wolverines, they just don't have an answer for this pressure coming at them.
Yep. As well as the defense's plays, there's only so much you can do when you've got a passing team.
Right.
Sometimes your offense has to help you out.
Right. Slawinski back to pass. He's going deep. Oh, got over. Yeck was down there, and he just got maybe on a different page from
Yep.
he was looking for inside shoulder, and Slawinski went outside shoulder.
Yeah, he had to turn his body to
turn his body, and the ball was pretty close to being out of bounds as it was. So
Yep.
incomplete pass, 2nd and 10. So is that Dante Pierce up playing on the line now, 26?
Yep. Dante Pierce playing on the line,
Pierce
26.
on the line, 26 along with Hobel. Slawinski back to pass, swings it out to Pale. Rolls his way forward stays in bounds, about 4-yard gain from Slawinski to Pale. I think O'Brien was in there and Caden McClymon's in to force him down. He did not go out of bounds. Clock's still running. So on this 3rd and 6, ball resting right on the Wolverines' 40-yard line.
Another 3rd down.
Yep.
Decent third and 6. Not like the 3rd and 19s, though.
Yep. Slawinski back. Quick throws out there.
Good
nice
tackle.
Great tackle there
by
Gatto to keep the receiver, number 24, Josh Yeck, from reaching the first down marker. Picked up about 5 on the play. Needed 6 for the first down. Going to be up a 4th and 1. And quick up to the line. Handoff there to the big guy. And he did it again. Grunigal needed 1, got about 3. The junior Grunigal. So that's going to be a first down for Freedom. 9:47 remaining. Slawinski in a shotgun. Oh, I think a little busted play. He's rolling out, got a man
21.
down there. Is Pale.
Oh, sorry, 24.
24 it was.
Yep,
that
go
was Yeck
figure, Yeck.
again. And on a busted play, Yeck found himself open down the field about 12 yards.
And you know what? We
He
should start
picked
calling,
up-
instead of Yeck, he should be called Yak. Yards after catch. Wow.
Yeah, because he's doing that too.
Lutz on the
Yep, give Carter Lutz credit for the tackle, but
About
not after
17
about a
yards.
16, 17-yard
Yeah.
gain, was it?
It's a good game. Still surprised they got up the line quick. Now this one, they kind of waited a little bit.
Waited a little bit.
About 9
First
minutes.
and 10 from the 15-yard line. Slawinski back.
Still
Going to that
passing.
left-hand corner.
Touchdown.
Finds a man in there.
Number
Did he
3.
hold it? He did. Number 3, Max Boza, his second catch of the night. That's a score for Freedom, making a score 34-0, 8:55 remaining in this contest. But all the receivers, we talked
got
about Yeck.
at least 4 of them.
But Yeck, we saw Boza make 2 nice catches.
Yep.
Pale does nice coming out of the backfield a lot of the time.
17. There's a couple of them out there.
Couple doing a good job. Here's the extra point.
Yep, flag.
And, got a little antsy there, did young Gatto off that edge. Got a
I
flag.
want to say it was a false start, actually. Yep.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Okay, he's just doing what he was supposed to do. So, false start for Freedom. That'll back him up 5 yards for this extra point.
Yep.
So now he will be kicking from the 15-yard line where the ball will be placed. Low snap. The kick is up, and it's good. Makes the score 35-0. Freedom Bulldogs. Hate to say it. Got to say it again. Mercy me. Mercy roll into the fact the Freedom Bulldogs have taken care of the.
Listen,
now we're getting more nachos.
We're getting nachos
This is
left and
awesome.
right. People are listening. We had a young lady from the stands bring up one.
Bring up nachos.
This is awesome.
And now we got
this
more.
is great. This is going to be on the
great.
road.
So
Yeah, this is going to be for the road.
Yeah.
We just need one more, and all three of us will have something to go home with.
This is a good deal. So, hey, there are people listening.
Yeah, right? You got cheerleaders, you've got breast cancer awareness, you've got football, you've got good weather, Penn State, Iowa tomorrow,
Yep, that's a big
Michigan,
one.
Nebraska,
That's a big one.
Red
That's a big
River,
one.
Oklahoma, and Texas. Some big games tomorrow.
Yep.
And nachos.
And nachos, yes.
Awesome.
Yes. Loaded, too.
Yes.
These are good ones. Okay, 35-0. We do appreciate you listening, and our friends at 107.3 WXCD, the radio station here
The Moose.
in Ellwood City. Thank you, Mr. Venezi, and that great radio station. Check it out all through the week.
Oh, my
no.
goodness. You got to be kidding me.
You know what?
Squib kick off the front line, bounces back to Freedom, and they recover. Unbelievable.
Number 26 for Freedom.
Wow.
On recover. Austin Cole.
That's crazy.
So, wow. It's just when things start to crumble, they turn into crumbs. I don't know what else to say. Okay, that was some pretty deep stuff there. You got to admit.
Oh, man.
That was deep.
That's so unfortunate, too.
We've been mercied like 5 times so far this year, so I'm pulling out all the stuff now. Okay.
I just can't believe that. We just saw that. That just happened.
Deep thoughts by Thad Sturgeon coming. 8:40, rolling clock. Freedom. Hand off to Pale. Zigzags up that left side.
I want to say number 7.
Number
Caden.
7, McClymans with the stop.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
an Ellwood. Looks like it's going to be cramps. Legs
Yep.
straight up in the air again.
Okay. So they'll tend to the injured player. I don't see. He's over there right in front of the Freedom bench. Freedom's there helping him out.
Yeah, he went right
So.
in front of Freedom's, I don't know, trainer or coach. But he
Yep.
right down.
We do want to give a shout out to the Ellwood City football boosters and what a great job they're doing. And they do so much for the kids. Their president is Brian Partridge. Vice president, Chris Gray. Secretary is Tara Lutz. Treasurer is Rachel Newton. The advisor is Jessica O'Brien. Every Thursday night for a number of years, they've been doing the Thursday night dinners. And last night's dinner was done by Joe and Lauren Tweddle of Hartman Cafe. So we thank, we appreciate Joe and Lauren Tweddle and the Hartman Cafe for supplying dinner for the football players. They've done that for years. Every Thursday night, families come together and feed the boys the night before the game. So I'm sure it was good. And
The injury on the play was number 4, Nick Magnifico,
Yep,
quarterback for Ellwood, but he did march off by
march
himself.
off
He's
the
good
field.
to go.
He's just stretching that calf muscle out there on the sideline.
Yep.
So 2nd and 3, ball on the 43-yard line. Sawinski, handoff there around this right side. Zigging and zagging, taken down by
new running
O'Brien.
back, number
New
8.
running back.
Gavin Partridge on that.
Gavin Partridge.
Sorry,
on the
number
stop.
6.
Number
My
6,
apologies.
I thought so. And we don't have a number 6.
Of course not.
So, but the picked up about 1 or 2 on the play. Going to bring up a 3rd down and 2. So now and rightfully so. Freedom's not in that hurry up.
They've got their
hurry up.
second string in there.
And,
They're going to take their
seeing more of
time.
them getting shifted in and out.
Down to 1 second left. They're not going to get the play
Yep.
off.
That is going to be.
There's the
there's the flag. think-
What a toss. What a.
I think all the officials looked at each other and says, "Who's going to throw the flag? Delay a game for Freedom."
Oh, man.
So knock them back 5 yards, make that 3rd and 2 now a 3rd and 7. And they'll roll that clock again to make things happen. And up to the line comes Freedom for this 3rd and 7. There's
busted
no one
play.
To throw
Oh,
to.
boy.
Busted play.
Oh, boy.
Number 5's the quarterback, keeps a hold of it. He's
That's a
tackled.
lonely
Yeah,
play.
he was lonely back there. Cooper Young in at
Number
quarterback.
9.
And O'Brien sniffed that out. Going to busted up play there. No really running back for him to hold, get to throw the ball, to give the ball to. So loss on the play of about 5 yards. Going to bring up a 4th and 12. Don't forget, folks, we mentioned it before. Next week we got some volleyball games coming up.
Yeah, Monday. I think
we will
Monday.
have this week in Ellwood City Sports.
Okay.
Sometime
perfect.
this weekend we will get
Yep.
that show back going.
We do have an extra day.
Yes, I'm
That's
feeling
nice.
pretty good here of late, so we're going to be out there doing that again. Long, deep pass for
He's
number
got
5.
him. Oh, good
outstretched
try.
hands. Good try there.
Who is that? Number 8.
Dakota Roberts, the intended receiver, with the guy throwing the ball was number 5, Cooper Young, and just about a half a step away from making something big happen on that play.
So turnover on
So turnover
downs.
on downs, be 1st and 10 for the Wolverines from the 48-yard line. But we'll have This Week in Ellwood City Sports. You can see all of our broadcasts.
I could
that we
be
have
wrong,
had.
but Monday volleyball, Wednesday middle school football, Thursday volleyball, and then Friday football.
Right. Riverside Week, Wednesday night. Wednesday night we will have middle school football against Riverside at
The
Riverside.
other side.
That is a 5 o'clock start. Make a note. 5 o'clock start. Timeout here by Freedom. I think they're just kind of redeploying.
Yeah,
some of the,
reset their second
some of the
stringers here.
players. So yeah, check out all of our social media pages, ecwolverines.com. We welcome our friends from Freedom that are watching their Bulldogs kind of mop us up here tonight. But you can subscribe to EC Wolverines as well. Yes, we're from Ellwood City. Yes, we are here to promote Ellwood City sports, but we do find ourselves talking about all sports in all the sections. Brad, I think you're a lot like me. When we're in the section, we want our team to win. And then once the team's done, hey, I want to see Freedom make the playoffs and go on and do well.
I mean,
I want to see
we're not
going
to make playoffs, but I know, and we've done this in the past, when we finish, there are times where we go to games together, we go see something, and if
them.
not, we watch it on television just like everybody else. It's fun to watch WPIAL sports.
See our conference be represented well throughout the WPIAL. So Ellwood City now 1st and 10 from the 48, coming out of a lot of clean jerseys out there for Freedom right now. Magnifico back to pass. Throws it into traffic to O'Brien. O'Brien really didn't have much of a chance. Ball falls incomplete. So that brings up a 2nd and 10.
So under 5.5 minutes left here, rolling clock. 2nd down and 10 for the Wolverines.
Magnifico under center, back to pass. Throws it underneath there. Oh, diving attempt there by Mariacker, but through his outstretched hands. Ball falls incomplete. Going to bring up a 3rd and 10 in the mercy roll situation. The incomplete pass does not stop the clock. So,
and I know there was a couple mercy games tonight with that Laurel New Brighton
Laurel-
game. That
Laurel
was
was already
35-0,
mercy.
so that
And,
game's probably almost done.
New Brighton's not a bad team.
No, they're
Laurel's
not.
good, folks. Laurel is good.
That 8 rank is low.
Oh, Magnifico back to pass. Swings out of one, throws it. Almost intercepted. Ill-advised throw there by Magnifico as he was under duress. Ball luckily falls incomplete. So that's going to bring up a 4th and 10 for the Wolverines.
And I tell you what, that first quarter, first half, Magnifico was fairly clean for the most part. Not so much
Yeah, but
since
it
then.
just has not had
Not enough time to get
any
anything
time
open.
to get much of anything done.
Yep. So 4th down and 10 from the 48. Got to get something here.
Yep. 4 minutes remaining in the contest. Magnifico gets the snap. He's under pressure again, throws it down the field and batted away. Nice defensive play there by Dakota Roberts, number 8 for Freedom. So the ball falls incomplete, intended for O'Brien, and he just did not, wasn't able to get his mitts on that. It was just the outstretched hands of Dakota Roberts got in there to disrupt things.
So turnover on downs,
turnover
351.
on downs, 351. The turnover on downs does stop the clock, so
More time for
we're
nachos.
winding down here. So you eat for a little bit, I'll talk. Then I'll eat for a little bit, you talk. So stay tuned, folks, for the post-game show. We'll have all the updated stats and scores from around the WPIAL. Don't forget, you can always check out, I'll do after this play, hand off there, up the middle. Oh, hit hard by O'Brien. Fumble. I think they're calling him down. Yep, but O'Brien in there, and O'Brien's a pretty good player. He got a nose for the ball. When he gets a chance to knife through there, he usually makes something happen like that. Pick up one on the play. They said he was down, even though he had fumbled. But don't forget a great the Rebel Yell, the Rebel broadcast on the internet really gives you a lot of great information, as well as it's on Star 92.1. Is it still? I'm not even sure if it's Star 92.1 local here. Going deep down the field, intercepted by Gatto at the 26-yard line. So intended receiver was number 26, Austin Cole, but the ball does fall into the arms of Gatto for a turnover. So it'll be Ellwood City's ball with 2:54 remaining. But catch all your stuff, all your information there on the WPIAL as soon as this game is over, and you can get apprised of everything that's going on in all the sections in WPIAL. So got some new jerseys coming in here for the Wolverines. I'll try to give them some shout-outs on that line. We have 77, Mr. Logan McClymans. He's we got a timeout here for the Wolverines.
And because of that, Elwood's going to take their timeout just to get their players in correctly.
Yep, and I think Freedom understands that.
Yep.
Not sure if we got a JV game tomorrow, but yes, there is one scheduled. So let's. I think that's important. I say that every week. You'd love to see these kids out there. They put the time in every week, during the week, just like everyone else does. And nice to give them the opportunity to line up and hit someone in a different colored jersey. So out there, as I said, Logan McClymans is out there. Number 73, Evan Twiddell. He's been out there quite a bit tonight. Number 54, Ryder Grinnan, sophomore. He's been doing the center duties here tonight. And number 12 is Christopher Smiley.
He hands it off to number 22.
Hands it off to Elijah Palmer McCain. Carrying some bodies with him, showing that leg strength is Elijah. Picks up a couple on the plate. Big fella out there for number 76 for Deshaun Shodel. 5'11", 265. So just about 2 minutes remaining here. Smiley under center. Hands off there to Elijah around that left side, showing that burst of speed that he got up to about the 35-yard line. Not quite enough for the first down, but a nice run by Elijah. Number 18, Nathan DiNardo. Freedom. Who was from Freedom that just got into the Hall of Fame? Why can't I think of his name? Got into the Hall of Fame. He played
All I can think of for
gosh.
Hall of Fame is
I'm
Paul
so-
Zeiss. That's the only one I can think of locally. I don't know who you're talking about, unfortunately.
Football, NFL Hall of Fame. There's a guy from Freedom with Freedom Connection. That's embarrassing. Smiley, handoff to
How
Elijah.
did he get that off?
How he got it through there, I do not know. But
That's
he
a
did get
first
enough
down.
for the first down up to the 40-yard line.
That's a good question. How in the world did he get that off? But hey, they get the first down.
They did.
So closing in on 1 minute remaining. First down and 10 from the 40-yard line will be Wolverines. Smiley under center.
Hand off to Elijah, around that right side, makes a man miss.
5
Zigs
yards,
and zags.
6 yards.
Gets about 6 yards on the play. Final minute here of the number
Alex
30 on the
Probst.
tackle is Alex Probst.
Yep. Alex Probst.
You know, you get that point in the game where, it's a blowout. It's like, is he related to Jeff Probst? The DiNardo was his grandfather,
I was going to say, there's a lot of Probst in the area, and a lot of people don't realize.
I don't know.
I bet you the listeners may not even know who Jeff Probst is. And somehow I do know what you're talking about.
It's the guy from Survivor.
Yeah.
So I haven't watched it in 15 years, but I have a memory. I might have had a stroke, but I didn't forget everything. So, Christopher Smiley, handoff there to Elijah. Not much running room. Gains nothing on the play. And I think that's going to be it. Yep, as we reach the final seconds of this contest. Tonight, the Freedom Bulldogs came into Ellwood City and defeated them by the final score of 35-0. Brad, we can take a quick break?
Yeah, we'll take a little quick break. That way
Get some updated
we can get
stats.
some stats and some information here
And
from out-of-town
scores.
games.
So we'll get
Yep.
sit tight, folks. We'll be right back.
All right, folks, welcome back to Helling Stadium here as our final score was Freedom 35, Ellwood City 0. Freedom will go to 3-4 overall with a 2-2 conference play. They hold that number 5 seed officially now, I think, as at least a 1-game lead. If not, they may have 2, as Ellwood City and Riverside will fall to 0 and blank on the year. I believe New Brighton will go to 1-3. So I think New Brighton has one win, while now Freedom has 2. So that means the sole possession Freedom is one of those teams in the playoffs. Let's talk some final stats here from the game. Score by quarters for Freedom: 7, 7, 7, and 14 for a total of 35. Wolverines 0 across the board. Some nice play there. The first quarter, 2:33. Carter Solinsky runs for a 1-yard run. And the second quarter, Damian Grunagel, 14-0. Third quarter, Carter Solinsky, a pass to Joshua Pale, made it 21-0. Fourth quarter, Cody Patterson runs for 3 yards, made it 28-0. And then a completed pass from Carter Solinsky to Max Boza finishes out the score 35-0 for the Bulldogs. Here's some team stats, final stats from this one. Total offense, Freedom, 284 yards to just 68 for the Wolverines. Passing-wise, 203 for Freedom. A bright side for Ellwood, 65 yards passing. Freedom was 18 for 27. 27 passes in a high school football game. That's only 35-0 is unheard of. For the Wolverines, 7 for 17. Freedom did finish with 2 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Wolverines with 1 interception. Another big difference here, rushing. 81 yards for Freedom, just 3 yards for the Wolverines. Carries 32 for 81, and for the Wolverines, 27 carries for 3 yards. Not a good night with all the sacks there. Unfortunately, a bunch of plays went backwards there, and that makes it hard. Penalties, 7 for 45 for Freedom, 4 for 45 for Ellwood. Turnovers, 3 turnovers for Ellwood in the end there with a couple of those kickoffs and a couple fumbles, 2 for Freedom. Time of possession, pretty even, 24 minutes basically for Freedom, 23 minutes for the Wolverines. First downs, 21-6 in favor of the Bulldogs. Fourth down conversions, not that big of a stat per se in this one in a 35-0 game, but 3 of the scoring drives for the Freedom Bulldogs were based off of that fourth down play. The Bulldogs were 4 for 5 tonight, so something in their favor. And actually, on third down, the Wolverines were actually better than the Bulldogs. 2 for 12 for Freedom, 4 for 16 for the Wolverines. Passing-wise, Carter Solinsky, 18 for 25, 203, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Nick Magnifico, 7 for 17, 65, and 1 interception. Rushing, Joshua Pale led the way, 14 for 56. Damian Grunagel, 6 for 52 and a touchdown. Elijah Palmer McCain, 9 carries, 38 yards for the Wolverines. Receiving-wise, once again, we talked about it, Josh Yeck, 7 catches, 85 yards, a 12.1 average. So another good game for Josh Yeck. Receiving for the Wolverines, Peyton O'Brien, 1 for 30 on the evening. Total tackles-wise, the player on defense-wise for Freedom Bulldogs, Joshua Pale, he finished with a total of 6 tackles and a sack and a tackle for loss. For the Wolverines, Peyton O'Brien, a big night for Peyton O'Brien. 13 tackles, 1 sack, 3 tackles for loss. A lot of tackles coming from Peyton O'Brien as well as Zach Gatto. He finishes with 9 tackles on the evening. So there's your final stats here from this one, folks. 35-0 in favor of the Freedom Bulldogs. Finally, something that we always like to include, out-of-town scores. So here's some big out-of-town scores, some all finals. This may be the first time ever. All finals in the MAC conference. 4 games, 8 teams. 35-0 Freedom over Ellwood City. Laurel continues to roll, 42-7 over New Brighton. Laurel goes to 7-0. New Brighton falls to 1-3 in conference play. Other finals, Beaver Falls beats up Mohawk 41-7. That means both of those teams are now 3-1 in conference play. We said Beaver Falls was 0-3, folks, just 3 weeks ago, and since then are now 3-3. So don't disclude or don't think too much about that Beaver Falls game that the Ellwood City played. There's a reason why Beaver Falls is up on the up and up. Neshannock 44-0 over Riverside. That sets up an 0-6 versus 0-5 matchup for the Wolverines next week. That's where we'll be traveling to the other side. Other updates, couple finals here, fourth quarter. Union is up on Olsh now, 30-22. That one's getting tight. And we like to keep Thad Sturgeon involved with Wilmington. Not in their favor tonight. Late fourth quarter, 46-0.
Oh, boy.
Farrell over Wilmington
I was
Bulldogs.
a little afraid of that.
Yep.
Farrell looks pretty good.
So once again, Laurel 7-0, 4-0 in conference play, leading the way for the MAC conference. Thad, take us out.
Great. Thank you. We got one more thing.
The band is
Okay, yes, the band. When is that? Tomorrow. The Grove City Homecoming Parade. The Ellwood City Blue Band will be there. So great to see them brought in out. So if you don't have anything to do tomorrow afternoon, you can go to Grove City for their homecoming. Should be a wonderful, wonderful time. The rain's going to be over. I don't know if you noticed that, Brad, as you were talking. The rain started here right when the clock struck about 0, a light mist, and I don't think it's going to affect anything. But
And come out to Moravia for our fall festival.
Moravia Fall Festival, Moravia Church down there on Route 18. Dakota's very involved with this church down there. Their fall festival is tomorrow at what time, Dakota?
10 to 5.
10 to 5. Stop by. Will be a great time. Folks, on behalf of cameraman Dakota Marshall, producer, Mr. Everything, Brad Windhorst, and myself, Thad Sturgeon. Why do we do it, Brad? We do it
for the nachos.
For the nachos. For the nachos, yes. And that was the Grinnan family. I thought that was
You're right.
young Grinnan, and I saw her outside while I was eating my
Awesome.
nachos. So we appreciate them. She said her husband was listening at home and said, "Get them boys some nachos," and they delivered. But we do it for the love of the game, the players that play it, the coaches that coach it, and the fans that love it. We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast as much as we've enjoyed presenting it to you. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. We will next air will be this week in Ellwood City Sports. Monday, girls volleyball. Wednesday, junior high, middle school. We'll call it middle school football. Thursday, girls volleyball again. And then, of course, next Friday night from Riverside,
The other side.
The other side. Have a great night.
Both
Thank you.
Wednesday